So, you've got the dream, right? Playing football overseas, soaking in a new culture, and actually getting paid to do it. It is an absolutely incredible opportunity, but hey, before you pack those bags and sign on the dotted line, there are some super critical things you have to know.
You did it. You put in the work, you got your film out there, and now a team in Europe wants you on their roster. That excitement you're feeling, it's totally real and it should be. This is a huge deal. But that initial adrenaline rush can sometimes make you overlook the really important details. Because look, that piece of paper, that contract, it's not just about the money or the number of games you'll play. It's going to dictate where you live, how you get around, what you eat. I mean, it's literally your entire life for the next 6 months. So let's get you ready to ask all the right questions. First things first, let's talk about the absolute 100% deal breakers. These are the foundational pieces that have to be rock solid before you even think about anything else. Seriously, if you get these wrong, that dream trip can turn into a total nightmare fast. Okay, listen up, because I need to be crystal clear on this one. This is the biggest, brightest red flag you could ever see. Legitimate teams will never, ever ask you to send the money up front. Not for visas, not for flights, not for anything. There are zero exceptions to this rule. Period. So what do you do if they start pushing you on it? You hit them with this line, nice and simple. No problem. Feel free to just deduct that cost from my first month's salary. It's a professional way to call their bluff. If they're legit, it's a totally reasonable request. If they say no, you walk away. It's really that simple. All right, let's have a real talk about expectations here. You are not going to Europe to get rich playing semi-pro football. Think of the salary more like a stipend. When you add in all the benefits, like housing and food, it's really designed to cover your living expenses so you can just focus on ball. You're probably not going to be saving a whole lot, if anything. So these are your 4 pillars, the foundation of your whole deal. Number 1, salary. How much, what currency are they paying in, and what are the exact pay dates? Number 2, airfare. The team should be buying your round-trip ticket, end of story. 3, insurance. This is so vital. Get proof in writing of your medical coverage. And finally, the visa. Look, you have to do your own homework here. It's your passport, and it's on you to know the rules to stay in that country legally. Okay, with the big legal and money stuff sorted out, let's get into what your actual day-to-day is going to look like. We're talking about the details that really determine whether you're going to be comfortable and happy when you're off the field. This seems like such a simple question, right? But the answer is everything. Your housing is your sanctuary, you know? It's where you're going to recover and chill out. You absolutely cannot leave this part up to vague promises. And don't be shy about it. Ask for the exact address so you can check it out on a map. Ask for pictures. You need to know if you'll have roommates. And this is a huge one. Get it in writing who pays for the rent and the utilities. Those hidden costs for electricity or water can chew through your salary real quick. Oh, and you are definitely going to want Wi-Fi. Trust me on that one. Next up, how are you getting around town? Usually, it's one of a few options. If they're offering a car, you gotta ask, is it shared with other players? And do you get any money for gas? If you're gonna be using public transport, will they give you a monthly pass? These little details really matter for getting to practice, hitting the gym, and just, living your life. And we're not done with the details yet. Get clear on the food situation. Is it a cash stipend, or are you gonna be eating at the team's partner restaurant every single day? What about your phone? Will they hook you up with a local SIM card? Where's the gym, and is that membership covered? And finally, what gear do you need to pack versus what they'll provide? Every item you don't have to bring saves you cash and a major headache. All right, we have spent a lot of time talking about what you get from the team. Now it's time to flip the script. What are they going to expect from you? Because being an import player, man, it is about so much more than just making plays on Saturday. You absolutely have to wrap your head around this concept, semi-professional. For most of your teammates, football is their passion, it's their hobby, but it's what they do after they get off their 9-to-5 job. They have families, they have school, but for you, football is your job, and that difference changes everything. And because it's your job, you're held to a way higher standard. You're the leader. You're expected to be the first one at practice and the last one to leave. You set the example. You'll also be expected to give back to the club, which almost always means coaching the youth teams or volunteering at team events. You're not just a player, you're an investment in the whole organization. Your responsibilities also mean you're basically an assistant coach, helping with film study and game planning. You've got to show respect by learning at least a few words of the local language. And you need to stay positive, even if the locker room isn't what you're used to. Oh, and get ready for a lot of downtime while your teammates are at their real jobs. You're the face of the team in that town, so you always have to represent it well.
So, you've asked all the questions. The team has given you the answers. Now it all comes down to the final checks. Those last couple of steps you need to take to protect yourself and make 100% sure that this is the right call for you. Here's your final action plan. Number 1, if it's not in writing, it doesn't exist. Get every single promise we talked about into that written contract. 2, and this is maybe the most powerful tool you have, ask for the phone number of last year's import player. And 3, actually call them. Ask the tough questions. Did the team deliver on everything they promised?
And look, even with the best preparation in the world, things can go sideways. If you show up and the apartment isn't what they showed you in the pictures, you have to speak up right away. Go to your coach or manager. Be calm, be professional, but don't wait. Don't let these problems get bigger. Good communication will solve almost anything.
So there it is. That's the playbook for signing a contract to play ball overseas. The dream is totally within your reach. And by doing all this homework, you're not just chasing it, you're making sure you can actually live it the right way. You've got all the info, the call is yours.